Hey, I'm Chris, and this is Beyond Small Talk, where each episode I sit down with someone from all walks of life to explore thought provoking questions, uncover new perspectives, and share fresh insights meant to inspire others. My first guest is a father, a son, an Army veteran, a sports enthusiast, artist, and a friend to many, Mr. Russell Jones.
What's up, everybody?
To get us started, our first question: if fear and doubt disappeared from your life, what would you do differently?
If fear and doubt disappeared from my life, well, I can't really say that I have fear of very much anything, but doubt, I guess the doubt of the unknown, everything takes money, so like financially making a move, which is a goal, to actually move away to a better place, in my opinion, and with much more opportunity for myself and my daughter. So if I could just get the doubt out of my head about uh, financial burdens, then I would already be living somewhere I would consider paradise.
Well, you talk about the doubt of financial burdens. What
The doubt that comes with financial burdens,
comes with it?
because you have to have money to exist and to live. So it takes money to move. It takes money to get set up somewhere else. It takes money to do all these things just to escape a bad situation.
So I think fear does kind of come into that question a little bit, because the fear of like stepping out on a limb to do something different, something maybe you're not experienced in.
Well, I don't have a fear of that. I just know the situation financially.
Right.
And I don't have a fear of that at all, because I've been all over the world. I've been all over the country. I've lived and been in different places, and I know what's out there. It's not a fear. It's just a feeling of being held back at this moment.
What's holding you back?
Money.
Besides the financial.
Living in a small place like this where there's no opportunity, and having to drive hours every day just to go to a job where you actually may have a future at it, maybe not, but you never know. But and just the stress that comes with being a single parent and having to foot the bill for everything. And when you're a single parent, everything is doubled. Every penny that you spend is doubled.
Oh yeah.
So it's very difficult as a single parent.
Very interesting. Describe the moment when you're at peace with yourself the most.
When I'm on the basketball court, or when I am doing my art, or having a good time doing something fun with my daughter. Those are the three things.
Elaborate on those. Like, what would you be doing with your daughter?
Basketball.
I've seen y'all a couple times, and I've even played with y'all. Why does basketball? Why are you drawn to basketball so much in sports?
It's just in my blood. It's just who I am and how I grew up, and it was, I guess, passed down to me from my mom and other family members. And
did you play a lot of sports in school?
I have played my entire life since I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Oh, see, it just runs deep.
It runs deep.
All right, man, the last question. In your opinion, what is something you think people learn too late in life?
There's many things. A belief in yourself, confidence, the ability to navigate and manage money and financial situations. If you don't have someone early in your life who gives you guidance and who teaches you these things, then you get stuck as an adult having to learn these things on your own. And that's basically what happened to me.
I was going to ask if that. Did you have
basically
anybody?
What happened to me, and so, you know, self-discipline and confidence in yourself and all those things. I mean, I had those things prior to enlisting, but once I enlisted and spent all this time in the Army that I spent.
How long did you spend in the Army?
15 years. And I was an NCO for 10 of those 15 years, and I held multiple leadership positions and stuff. But those things, and also the Army, you get to travel, you get to go. You may not get to go where you want to go because usually when you're in the Army, you get sent somewhere where
Do you get kind
people
of a
are
heads up?
try to
though?
kill you or something. But so, like if you join the Navy, you're guaranteed to see other places that are fun and beautiful. But
You're not
if
there to
if you're
experience the
leaving,
beauty of it.
but if you're leaving stateside with the Army, chances are you're being deployed to a combat zone.
Yeah.
And uh, but all those things, through the military, they really help me increase my self confidence and increase me knowing my own worth and giving me some structure in my life and more discipline and everything like that. But at the same time, it would have been nice to have had those things growing up, for someone to teach you those things growing up, so that you're not having to depend on your military enlistment to teach you and help you with those things.
Where do you think that would have came from during your childhood, as far as somebody that would have taught you those things, that the confidence and the belief in yourself? Or where should it have came from?
Many places, especially your parents, but like a very strong male figure, which was my father. That would have been. I'm not saying that he was a strong parent, but there are reservations I have about some of my upbringing with him, and this gets into a lot of things I'm not going to discuss, like manipulation and stuff like that. So
Right.
we're going to leave that where it's at.
So you said self-confidence, and then you kind of grew into yourself from going into the Army. What's some of the things you took from being in the Army besides the self-confidence and belief in yourself?
Just it makes you a better person. If you have it in you to be a good person, it makes you a better person. There's lots of people who recruiters enlist, and they don't have any business being in the military. And
did you see that firsthand?
Yeah, I saw it firsthand. I mean, when you serve 15 years, you come across people from all walks of life. You come across people who are outstanding individuals. You come across people that you could care less if you ever see again a day in your life. You make friends for life. You make brothers for life. You make sisters for life. You make enemies for life. And I made all those things through 15 years, stateside and deployed both, to Iraq and Kuwait. And it's like I'm saying, if you have it in you to be a good person, it makes you an even better version of yourself. But if you are a scumbag and you didn't enlist for the right reasons,
so it's going to highlight those. Then
a lot of times it brings out the worst in someone who's already not a good individual anyway.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell you stories for days. We'll have to do more podcasts like this, Army stories maybe. But it just makes you a better person, and it makes you, like I was saying before, you understand your self-worth, and you understand how confidence and belief in yourself that you really can do what you want to do. But in my situation, like I want to move away from here, and I want to go where life is not so freaking difficult all the time in every aspect of your life, and where there are opportunities for me and my daughter to have a much higher quality of life. But I know that I can do that. The only thing holding me back at the moment is the financial situation. So if I can ever get on track financially,
right,
then I could make this happen.
What's some stuff that you think would help you financially to, get over that bridge? I mean,
everybody buy my art. Everybody, because when I'm working a civilian job, my art is like a side hustle. But
like the goal, 9 to 5.
But the goal is to make my art business the job, and where I'm a legit small business owner. I'm not having to work for anyone else, and I can build this art business and get it off the ground, and then have something to pass to my daughter that she can have as well once my time comes. But everybody buy my art, and you can see my art on Facebook at Russ and Autumn's Art. That's my business page. Yeah, so there's that.
We kind of got a little far ahead, but outside of your art, what are you up to currently? Like, where can somebody get your art? Where did the inspiration come from to start this art journey?
So that's another thing that's
Did you have?
in the blood. It's a genetic thing that's passed down through my father's side. He's very artistic. My uncle was an artist. His brother.
What kind of art did they do?
My daughter, she gets it from me. Dad just, he would just draw things, but my uncle, who was from Baltimore, he did oil paintings, and he was a pro. And if he had focused more on the business side of things instead of the drinking side of things, he could have been very successful. So I think that I'm the first person in all these generations that this art talent is passed down that's actually trying to do something with it and has a goal with it.
So for your dad, was that who you was referring to?
Well, him, my uncle, many different people on that side of the family. I'm not so sure about
Was it
who all was artistic on my mom's side, but I do know that it's a genetic thing that's passed down, and my daughter, she got it as well.
Speaking of genetic and the art, do you use the art as like a therapeutic thing?
Certainly, it is. It is when I can decide what it is I'm going to work on, like I did today, and sit down and do it. And regardless if it's something that I have the intentions of selling or not, it's just a therapy for me as well. But
Like you get in like your own space as far as
I have to be, because I'm focused. I don't want to spend a month on one piece. I'm not going to do that. Like, especially when the business aspect of it, like I have to be able to produce things for certain audiences at a high level, like quickly. So
what are some of the audiences that you build or create art for?
My most successful audience is the Hispanic community. I have tons and tons and tons of things for everybody, from Mexico through Central America into South America, the islands, Puerto Rico, Cuba.
You've got connections?
I do have connections.
Really?
And my art is in Honduras, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, all over this country.
And is that from your past
The
connections
United Kingdom.
with the Army?
No. Some, yeah, but
I was wondering if those were intertwined.
I have some folks, that I know that I served with and everything that's hip to my art, but I have something for everybody. That's what a good businessman does. He has something for everybody. So that's my big breadwinner. But I have patriotic things, military themes, police themes, religious themes, sports themes, anything that you can think of. This area, the local area here, I have things themed for here.
What's the most
the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I have tons and tons of stuff, things with that, and I have like beach shops and restaurants and motels on the Outer Banks who carry my stuff throughout the year and sell it. So I'm almost to a breakthrough. If I could, Cherokee, I have my stuff in all the stores in Cherokee, and that's Native American inspired stuff. So if I could just land, like 3 or 4 more.
Just sounds like you just wait for that one breakthrough.
If I could just get like 3 or 4 more, consistent buyers that buy from me throughout the year, then I'd be straight. There wouldn't be a need for a job, 9-to-5 job anymore.
So anybody who's an entrepreneur or has that mindset, you're not wanting that conventional 9-to-5, but also speak to the struggle of trying to not only work the 9-to-5, but to get something and create it and then try to do it on the side and grow it. It's
very difficult. It's a real challenge. And when you're a single parent and you're doing that and you're trying to work a 9-to-5 and 90% of the time for me, that means having to drive hours to and from work every day. So you have to factor in that time too, and then come home and be a dad and take care of your kid, and then try to maintain these business relationships with all these different places that you've acquired. It's exhausting.
I do want to applaud you. You're one hell of a dad.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I've tried. I've gave it my all for 15 years.
It shows.
I really do appreciate that.
To conclude the interview today, if people want to follow or connect with you, how can they do so? How can they find you?
Well, like I told you, if you want to just view the art, you can view me on Russ and Autumn's Art on Facebook. That's my business page. I have a number, but I'm not just going to give that number out. It's my personal number, so it's on my business cards. If you can find me on Russ and Autumn's Art. That's a good way. And you can message me on there. You can message me on Russ and Autumn's Art. There's Messenger set up, so if you want to purchase something, you can contact me like that.
Is Facebook, do you have like a TikTok, anything like that they could follow?
Yeah.
Or, you know,
TikTok too. I forgot about it.
kind of connect with you to reach out and see what kind of art you
Yeah,
have.
because my TikTok is all about my art. So you can find me on TikTok at, give me 1 second. It's going to be, well, I thought I had it here. Hang on. It's Russell Jones 172. That's at TikTok.
Awesome. So they can follow you on Facebook, TikTok, check out your art, kind of connect with you there.
Yep. Actually, I told you wrong. It's Russell Jones 445. That's the one. It's the art. So look it up on Russell Jones 445.
All right, guys, this has been Chris with Beyond Small Talk.
You can scan this and find it.
Check out Russ and his art. Oh, man, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, man.
And the interesting conversation.
Yeah, man. It's an honor. Thank you.
Wasn't too bad.
No, that's not too bad. I appreciate the comment.